Thanks. I hate ice cream. Slicing my strawberry shortcake ice cream bar like it's Wagyu beef. I don't get why this is on this subreddit. This is glorious. This is a brand new way to eat what is basically a salmon fillet in ice cream form. It's got the texture, although it's a little bit undercooked, but genuinely, I don't get what's so bad about this. This is funny, and then when you get to the crunchy part in the center, it's delicious. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo, and today we are looking at r/thanks. I hate it. A subreddit dedicated to things that just make you go thanks. I hate it. Now I know you might be thinking that you hate that intro, but you should thank me for it, so let's just get right into it. Thanks. I hate a good night's sleep. It was just a dream? Oh my, I'm so tired. Oh, I'll be completely real. I feel this on a spiritual level. I just got rid of caffeine in my life, and by God, something is trying to rip me into the afterlife. This is a relatable comic, by God. Thanks. I hate Netflix. Netflix will move away from the binge model for future projects, meaning it'll stop releasing entire seasons at once and instead release episodes weekly. Why is this on here? This is so fantastic. Genuinely. Binge watching is so detrimental to the experience of watching television. There's no time to digest. There's no time in between major plot points to theorize. The social piece of media is gone when you can just binge watch it because, like, hey, watch new Stranger Things? Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Yeah, right? Nah, I like having time to theorize about the intricacies and minor messages of media as I consume it. This is good. This is a good change. Thanks, I hate baby manicures. I can do your baby's nails. PM me for info. Cheap rates. That seems like such a hazard. Genuinely. I don't interact with many babies. I don't run the meat farm anymore. But just the fact that they just shove their hands anywhere, a child is losing an eye with these. Thanks, I hate FaceTime reservations. I clicked on make a reservation on a restaurant's page and it opened FaceTime and started calling them. I cannot stress enough how much I do not want that to happen. That's so genuinely uncomfortable. I appreciate FaceTime for having an ability to add long-distance face-to-face communication. It's genuinely a fantastic feature. But put a disclaimer on your website or something, because if I am making reservations, I can promise you I am on the toilet. I do not want you to see me struggling for my life. Much like how I do want to see you clicking that subscribe button, leaving a comment, and sharing this with a friend, regardless of the compromising circumstance you currently find yourself in. That's right. Now is the time to do it. Let's just get back into it. Thanks. I hate the wall people. My son has recently informed me the wall people who always have their eyes open don't like us anymore. Just curious if anyone is free tonight to help me move out. That's terrifying. That's actually terrifying. Children saying uncanny things beyond explanation is one of, like, the cleanest forms of horror. Genuinely. Children know something. They know something that we don't. Thanks! I hate long Pikachu. I present you with long Pikachu. Where is this? Why is this? What kind of nightmare is this? Why does this exist? What promotional material is this? And what is it promoting? I have so many questions. Is it back to school? Thanks. I hate RTX Lego Hand. I think everyone would hate RTX Lego Hand. Genuinely, that doesn't seem like it improves the functionality of it at all. I mean, I guess the knuckles bending provides a little bit of extra flexibility in what you can grab, but everything in the LEGO world is built for that one standardized specification, so I don't see the need for this evolution. It's just horrifying. And I hope they implement it in the next LEGO movie. Thanks. I hate backwards eye nose. Oh, this took me a second. I thought this was on one of those weird, like, surgery gone wrong subreddits for a moment. This is just... You know what? No, it's not nearly as bad as it looks initially. Once you kind of get over the initial shock of seeing it, It makes some kind of sense to the brain. It's close enough to what's right. Little uncanny, but we're surviving out here. We're thriving. Thanks. I hate these vegan meatballs. Vegan meatball for the spaghetti I'm making. You don't always have to eat meat. These look like actual shit. These look like poo-poos. They look like little poo-poo drops. I don't like them. They look like bad cookies. This does not look like food. What did you make them out of? Genuinely, what did you make these out of to make them look so bad? They're not even balls, dude. They're not even balls. Thanks. I hate isolated grounding. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works. Can an electrician tell me that that's how grounding works? Because I'll believe you if you say it. But something in me is telling me that that's very wrong. And someone might want to get fired. That's not good, dude. That's not good. Thanks. I hate smoked watermelon. Smoked watermelon ham.
This smoked watermelon ham is one of the craziest things I've ever eaten.
What?
An entire watermelon is scored.
Why?
Smoked exactly like a ham.
It's scored and smoked like a ham. I can't play this because it's playing copyrighted music, but just...
Not understand, but your mouth will be happy.
That doesn't seem right. That might be good, but that doesn't seem right. That genuinely does not seem correct at all. This seems like an affront to God. This seems like an affront to any deity, really. This does not seem like it's good for us. Thanks! I hate Minnie dripping with excitement. Minnie is dripping with excitement as she celebrates the centenary of Walt Disney Company in her typical fashionable style with this ear headband. Now, I'm not saying the product designer wasn't thinking. And I'm not saying that we are terminally online. But I do think that you and I both, as compadres, amigos, and friends to the end, can look at this and understand that we're not thinking that's paint. Correct? This ain't just a me thing, this is a both of us thing, yeah. Yeah, okay, just had to make sure. Thanks, I hate flushing the toilet. Oh, you liked me when I was cake. I mean, you're not cake anymore. People change, and it's okay to flush them. Oh, God, that's nasty. Thanks, I hate books. The hell is a book? It's a movie without video and audio. So just subtitles? Exactly. I hate that my ability to detect irony through text is so completely shot. Because I don't know if this was said in jest or completely legitimate. And you could convince me of either at this point, man. You could convince me of either. Thanks. I hate the fish dating simulator. Will you date Troutina? Warning, after this point, you won't be able to go back. That's I hate this. I hate this. Genuinely, everything about this just fills me with dread and anger. I don't know what it is. Is it the eye? Is it the blush? Is it the fact that this fish is out of water and slightly bloodied from the hook? It's all of these things. And I'm forcing you to acknowledge them as well. Thanks. I hate Mew's Move Pool. Dragon Tail. Super Fang. Drill Run. Cut. I started thinking about how Mew could learn every TM and HM and move. So I started thinking about how Mew could possibly learn every TM, HM, and move to move, and one thing led to another. I mean, isn't Mew supposed to be the DNA from which all Pokemon were formed? Because if so, it would make sense that it might be some kind of, like, prototype abomination able to be malleable to whatever situation it needs. Which is kind of cool, in a way. Thanks. I hate dinosaurs with long hair. Since hair can't be preserved in fossils, we can't rule out the possibility that dinosaurs look like this. We can, actually. Most lizards in the modern and former era were not hairy. That was a mammalian trait, and we only have hair because we evolved from apes. Meanwhile, these evolved from, like, a skink, which is a drastic oversimplification of a long process that led to the development of reptiles and aviaries, but they share a lot more in common with dinosaurs than an ape would. So these wouldn't have hair, they'd have feathers, if anything. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and maybe share this with a friend who could use a reminder that we don't have feathers because we're cringe. If you want more r/thanks I hate it, there'll be another one popping up on your screen in just a couple of seconds. But until then, my name has been Lumo, and I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a great rest of your day.